I'll bet the Supreme Court's temporary reprieve to the Little Sisters of the Poor from the Obamacare contraceptive mandate surprised the White House. This week, Hobby Lobby at the center of a firestorm with 18 Democratic senators arguing that Christian businesses should be forced to provide employees with abortion services, even if it offends their religious beliefs. With me, Church of the Holy Family pastor, Father Gerald Murray. Father, thanks for being with us. All right, Father, Congress now injecting themselves into this issue of, Obamacare and forcing religious institutions, as well as something like Hobby Lobby, from going against their religious beliefs. Are these senators doing the president's dirty work?
Probably, because the president has not backed down, and now they're reinforcing him with their arguments. It's a big mistake. The American people are a religious people. We don't like the government to use its coercive power to try and tell us what we have to believe and do. So it's a big mistake.
And, Father, just to be really, straight here, the Hobby Lobby is not a religious institution like the Little Sisters of the Poor. I mean, making the Little Sisters of the Poor have to provide to their employees who may work in hospice or a hospital with, abortions is a little more outrageous than Hobby Lobby, who's a company where the owners are very religious.
That's true, but, the free exercise of religion applies to individuals, not just to corporate groups, meaning religious orders or churches.
Right.
If you incorporate a business with a couple of people because you want to propose a religious way of doing business, the government shouldn't interfere with that. I think that's typically, how does a kosher butcher get a few allies and incorporate his butcher shop and be told by the government you have to do things that violate your religion because everybody should be able to shop there? No. People who run a kosher butcher should only be able to sell kosher as they see fit.
And they're following their religion.
They're following their religion, and it's the same with...
And even if they're incorporated in a business.
Exactly, exactly.
All right, let me shift gears here for a second. Now, Pope Francis on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine with a quote here, "The times they are changing," suggesting that maybe the Pope is bringing the church into a new area. Vatican spokesperson not too happy about this, basically saying it's superficial journalism, mostly because it seems to criticize Pope Francis's predecessor, Pope Benedict.
Yeah, I read the article. It puts Pope Benedict bad, Pope Francis good. That is superficial. This is a false notion that somehow this Pope, because of his new approach, is going to change church teaching. Not true. This Pope is as loyal to Christ and to his doctrine as Benedict. This is a cheap way to sell magazines, obviously take advantage of religion. When was the last time they consulted religion in a serious way?
Well, and when you say cheap way, I mean, this is the same magazine that, had the judgment to put one of the suspected Boston bombers on its cover as though we were a rock star. So actually, I have to tell you, I think that Pope Francis has brought in, according to statistics, 6.6 million more Christians.
Absolutely. And the Pope Francis experience is people do take interest in religion, and because religion has something to tell us, and precisely Catholicism proposes Christ, people want to hear about it.
All right. Father Murray, thanks so much for being with us again.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. And coming up, the biggest sporting event in the land tomorrow, the Super Bowl. How about the security? Is it enough? Stay with us.